Welcome to another online battle with Comet. This time, Chaos will face up against Norsca.
So thank you for joining in. This time I will show you some replays against Norsca. There were a lot of discussions about the new faction. The most player thought it will be overpowered. Also, I thought it will be it's maybe an overpowered faction or a top tier faction. But in fact, I played some matches and I think it's a good mid-range faction, but yeah, not as good as other factions because Norsca has not so much good matchups. In fact, Norsca has really good matchups against Vampire Count and Bretonnia, the top tier factions. What is really good, but it has a very bad matchup against Chaos, against I think Wood Elf, and I don't know, but also Greenskin or Beastmen, so low tier factions. So it should not be the problem to handle the matches against Norsca, I think. Also, I noticed Chaos is really the hard counter against Norsca. So I will show you. I have 5 replays here. I will not go in every detail of these replays, but I will show you some matches against Norsca. So let us start over here. My build is always the same. It took some time to create it, but I noticed that it works very well against Norsca, and yeah. So I use Marauders, 4 units. The cheapest infantry unit of Chaos. Directly behind that, Aspiring Champions to buff the leadership. Also 3 units. Here here's the Mirror Guard. At first I thought I will try it with them, but I noticed now that they perform very well against Norsca. They made a lot of melee damage, and also have a lot of melee defense. And yeah, the 100, the armor is 100, and the very high leadership. So a very good unit, performing very well. Also, they are expensive, but against Norsca, it's worth it. Directly behind it, I have the Summoners of Rage, the Dragon Ogres, and yeah, they have armor piercing, they have an anti-large bonus, and yeah. They are 9 units overall, so they are performing very well against all big units like mammoths and so on. Yeah, then I have my hero over here, because he's very good at sniping the mammoths or other maybe giants or something like that, or frost worms. Also very good against big units. Then I have my Kolek, because I need the strength, the power, the armor, because he's very tanky, make a lot of damage, and yeah, it's very important against all mammoths. And I have a Dragon Ogre Shacket over here. Here I have the new Demon Spew, the new Forsaken unit. They are so strong. They have in fact 53 melee attack with poison damage, not so much melee defense, but they are nearly unbreakable, a lot of armor. They are so strong. I think it's worth it in nearly every Chaos build. And over here I have a unit of normal Forsaken. They are on the side for flanking maneuvers. So, in fact, the Marauders are on the first line, the Aspiring Champions directly behind that. Then, and all monsters, the Dragon Ogres, Koleg, and so on in the last line. And the Forsaken are for flanking maneuvers and something like that. So this in this match, my opponent brought some Fimir warriors with great weapon. So they are very strong against Chaos because they have armor piercing. They are very tanky. They have 110 armor. They have an anti-large bonus. Yeah, and they are very strong against everything Chaos has. And I think 1, 2, yeah, these are normal ones, but also normal ones have armor piercing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has 5 units of them, mixed normal ones and with great weapon. Marauder Spearman. Let me look what this is. They are the missile infantry with the throwing spears, and this is they have a anti-large bonus, and they are very good against everything big, every large units like the Koleg or the Dragon Ogres. They perform very well against them. So, and here is another unit. Though you have 2 units, 3, and he had Frog. So Frog is in fact also very good because he has armor piercing, and also he have to make a lot of damage. 522 weapon strength, and yeah, he's a very tanky commander. But I don't know if he's the best option against Chaos. I'm not really sure if Wolveric on a Mammoth is not a better option. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. So he charged in. My units charged against his front line. The Fimir warriors are fighting. So now I'm in a very good position because my Marauders are fighting the Fimir warriors, and as you can see, also my Marauders take a lot of damage, but also his Fimir warriors, because this is a very good situation. And my Koleg and my Dragon Ogre directly focus out his truck. But I noticed that I get a lot of damage from these ones, and there is a little problem in my build because I don't have really a good mobility. So the only things I can chase the enemy is with my hero or with the Koleg or Dragon Ogre Shackles. So in fact, in this case, I sneak behind the right side and flank him with my Demon Spear. Oh, forgot to notice here. He has also a hero. I can see. But as you can see, this my Summoners of Rage may make a lot of damage. But in this case, he brought no mammoths with him, so they're not really rough now. but also his female warriors not performing very well because my marauders and my aspiring champions perform very well against them. In this match I ignored Frog, I will not say completely, but I ignored him the most time, and yeah, I want to clean the backline up and yeah, that the left side collapse, that I win the fight in the middle, and then I thought I will go to Frog and kill his commander. So he's the last unit that is fighting over here. And in 1-in-1 Kolek mode, yeah, he will Frog has no chance. So these guys are very very good against Chaos, but in this case I focused them out, or I knew that, and I chased them directly so they don't make a lot of damage. So in fact your enemy will bring them to focus on Kolek or Dragon Ogre or everything big, and everything big take a lot of damage from these guys over here. Yeah, his female warriors, in fact, they make, in general, or in this game, they make a lot of damage. But every unit, the price for every unit is, I think, 1,200. I'm not sure. And yeah, I think it's not enough. I think 5 units are too much. Here you can see the Demon's Spew, the Forsaken made 208 kills, but I think the most ones were against these guys. Yeah, this was the first one. Let's directly go into the second one. So my build is the same, but here you can see my lineup better as in the other replay. So the first line Marauder, the second line Aspiring Champion, the third line Mirror Guard, and then here you can see in the middle the Dragon Ogres, Summoner of Rage, my hero, Exalted Hero, and the Dragon Ogre Shagget and the Kolek. And if I see mammoths, I make 2 groups. So these 2 are in one group, the Exalted Hero and the Dragon Ogre, and these 2, the Dragon Ogre Shagget and my Kolek. So I split them up, and I send one to the one mammoth and the other one to the other mammoth, or his hero, or something else. As I said, the Forsaken on the side for flanking maneuvers, and so Forsaken are very good for every flanking, because they have also a very high speed for a infantry unit, 48 in fact. Yeah. So on this side, my enemy had Marauder champions with great weapons, 3 lines. Directly behind it, the Mist Stalker, female warriors. This is the legendary or unit, I think 1,500 credits. Frog, his Werbeast. I think Werbeast is the name, and his hero. It's also very strong and very tanky. He has a anti-large bonus, a great weapon strength, and a lot of melee attack. Also, he's very well armored. So, Marauder Spearman in the back, and a Mammoth. With a war shrine on it. So this one makes a leadership buff, I think. Yeah, let me see. Yes, every unit will get 10 plus 10 plus 10 leadership buff in a range of 40 meters. Yeah, on this side also the missile units, the missile infantry. And yeah, it's a very good lineup because he has his fighting infantry in the front, with directly behind that the very tanky mist stalkers. Then he has his war mammoth with war shrine directly behind that to push all the frontline units. Then there will be his missile infantry to focus out my fatties, my monsters, and in the third line you have your spearman, because if I charge in to attack his missile infantry, he will directly go to my monsters with his spearman. So okay, let us start over here. So here, yes. So I starting directly to flank him on the left and on the right side. Now you can see he is focusing my Dragon Ogre Jacket with his missile infantry. And it was possible for me to flank him and to directly charge into his spearman with my Forsaken. And this is a very good thing for me because my Forsaken will erase this spearman, and now he's not able to attack my Kolek. You can see it takes a couple of seconds till this spearman rout, and now I'm able to attack his missile infantry with my Forsaken. And now I'm going to focus out this mammoth with a war shrine. My Dragon Ogres, at the start of the fight, my Dragon Ogres since then fighting this mammoth, and as you can see, if all units will attack him, he will go down very fast. So also here Frog made nearly no difference. So I make fast forward at this point. Yeah, his hero is over here, but I think it's too late at this moment, so he lost his mammoth, and yeah. Also here the Forsaken made a lot of damage. Of course I sent them to low tier infantry or the missile infantry, and then it's higher than usual, but it's also very good. And His spearmen made no kills, and yeah, his Marauder champions made some kills with great weapon. Yeah. So let me go into the next one. I think this was one of the most difficult matches simply against Norsca. Opponent was not has no mammoths, no large units with his infantry, and I think this is the best way to do it. If you play against Chaos, don't bring any large units with you. No mammoths, no giants, no frostworms, nothing like that. And as you can see, he brought some skin wolves, the armored version, and they perform very good against Chaos. In fact, this missile infantry over here, this Marauder with spears, throwing spears, and this skin wolves, this armored skin wolves, are the best units against Chaos. And so you can spawn the rest with Marauder champions and Marauders and so on. But this was very difficult. Also, of course, this map, because it's very tight and it's not really possible to have made any flanking maneuvers, and this was not so easy, but the build of my opponent in this case was really good. So the first thing you have to do is to erase this backline of this missile infantry. Because these are 4 units and they make a lot of damage to your colleague or everything else. So yeah, my build is not perfect, because I noticed that colleague is not really the best option to kill units like this. It took a lot of time to bring a unit like this to rout, and he's not the best option to do this. But he is large and he can walk through the front line. This is the positive about it. But he's not really a good option to clean up the backline. And as you can see, they make a lot of damage to him. And also he has his skin wolves over here, and create this block. And my Dragon Ogres and my Exalted Hero are in there, and they damage my units very heavily. The frontline fight works well for me, but also his frontline is not performing that bad. So in fact they are still healthy, or they are not crush or not rout at the moment. But the Chaos infantry will always win. So maybe it took a lot of time, but if you don't bring Chaos, don't bring Marauder champions with great weapons, the Chaos infantry will always win against his infantry. So over here he made it very clever. He focused up on Dragon Ogre Shaggy with his Wolveric. So he brought Wolveric not on a mount, just vanilla, and so he's very squishy. And if a Dragon Ogre or a colleague hit him, he will fly around, but that will save his life. So it's very clever to put Bulberic not on the mount. So I had a lot of problems over here. You can see my Dragon Ogre's Jacket is shaking, and my colleague is heavily damaged because these units were able to still shoot on him. Also here, I was not able to clean this up. Also the skin wolves were around and still fighting my big units. So my colleague is nearly dead, and the Dragon Ogre's Jacket also. But then the front line collapsed in the middle, and I was able to pull my Mirror Guard and a unit of Aspiring Champion in the back line. And I think this was a game changer, because now I was able to go over here, and I mean, this is also not with the Dragon Ogre or with this Summoners of Rage to go after this low tier units or to go after this missile infantry, but yeah, this is in this build I have to, because I don't have any Warhounds with me or something like that, and this is a little weakness. But now I get the control over it, and yeah, because here you can see the Skin Wolf is fighting my Dragon Ogre Jacket, and he's now 122 health left. Yeah, he will die shortly. Also my colleague. But in this case, my infantry won the match. He had no chance left to win it, because he, you can see his Skin Wolf, the Skin Wolf surrounding, and so for me, in my opinion, this was the most difficult match for me against Norsca, because there were nearly no fatties, no monsters, nothing. And my build is really heavy against... it's created for killing fat units, big units. And yeah, there is a little problem, because you can't do a midway thing. So you can't make a build for both, for against Norsca with big units or against Norsca for infantry. There is no thing about that. You have to do a very heavy build against mammoths. If you bring 2 mammoths, 3 mammoths, you are not able to kill them with infantry units. You have to bring colleagues and Dragon Ogres. There is no other possibility. But then it works very well. But when he brings only infantry units without any big units, then you have a problem. And I don't think there is a solution that is able to make both ways, to go both ways perfect. But yeah, so in fact, in general, this build works very well. So you can also send your exalted hero against this backline, against infantry units. He's also performing very well against them. So you don't have to send him to a mammoth. And as I said, this Forsaken nearly perfect against everything, every infantry unit in the game. And also this Mirror Guard, they perform very well. So I'm against Norsca, it works very well. So I think this I will not show the last 2. I also uploaded a replay, I think 2 or 3 days ago, where I play against Norsca with 3 mammoths. And as you can see, I have I had a lot of problems, but I also made it. So you can kill 3 mammoths in a game is also possible. So thank you for watching, and please let me know what you think. I also don't know everything about this. I'm still at the beginning against Norsca, but I think this chaos in general will chaos in general is very good against them. It's really hard. It's the hard counter faction against Norsca. So thank you, and please let me know what you think, and see you next time.